What's going on? Is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Second day here in Tokyo. I'm still trying to get used to the time zone differences, right? Because right now it is 8:27 a.m. where you guys are, but it's 9:27 p.m. on a weeknight where I am here in Tokyo, Japan. I'm becoming more familiar with this particular area and the streets. Did a lot of exploring today. Went on, I forgot what the name of the streets is. It starts with a T. It's a very famous street that you can shop at here and stuff like that. It's like Takashita or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but we hit that and they had a lot of great food there. Also went over to Team Labs. I think it was called Team Labs. Look, you got a Wendy's over there. See that? Went over to Team Labs and it is very vibrant. On a weeknight, 9:30. It's like New York, except cleaner, more polite, better people, and good energy, right? So, yeah, man, it's a very interesting thing. I got handed some literature proposing that I go over to a club. I'm gonna pass on that. I don't go to clubs in the United States. I'm not gonna go to a club over here in Japan either. So that's a pass, but I haven't seen any American cars. That's another observation. I have seen 0 American cars over here in Japan. A lot of Camrys, or not Camrys, a lot of Toyotas. I've seen a lot of European cars, Mercedes, seen Ferraris, seen a lot of different things, a lot of local vehicles, but I haven't seen any American, no Chargers, no Challengers, actually nothing loud. A lot of their stuff is boxy, like that right there. Some of them is even more boxy than that. As far as how I'm traveling, either we walk or we've been taking a cab. I have not taken a bullet train yet. I have not taken a subway system yet, but I'm looking forward to it because I like immersing myself in the culture. But as you can see, it's very vibrant here. It's a lot of people all around me. Visitors. Haven't seen a lot of black people at all, but I'm not tripping about that because I'm comfortable with it. Don't mean that I haven't seen them. It means that we're 13.6% of the population in the United States, but then you almost 100% of the population, depending on what urban space or hood you in, you're gonna be about 1% of the population here. And again, I'm cool with that. I'm not tripping on that at all. Apparently this is a public transportation, but again, everybody is just standing around waiting to cross the street. I don't see anybody crossing the street prior to, right? Very rarely do you see people crossing the street prior to the street signs changing. Another thing that I've observed is that there's very, very, very few trash cans. There are not a lot of trash cans at all, like no public trash cans on the street and stuff like that, but it's still incredibly clean. So culturally, based off of what's communicated to me in my own observation, culturally, what's happening is people are holding on to their trash and not littering, and then they are discarding it when they get an opportunity to, or when they go into a place where they can find a trash can. It's not a lot of paper products. When you go into the restroom, it seems like every restroom got a bidet. If you do not know what a bidet is, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and research that. I'm not gonna explain it here, but every restroom, it seemed like it got a bidet. Can't say it's just in my hotel because I'm staying at the Ritz-Carlton, so that's a little bit different. But they don't have a lot of paper. They don't have paper towel and stuff to dry your hands. Either you air dry it with a machine, or you just air dry it in general, and you just wave your hands, or you can wipe it on your own clothes. You can do whatever you want to do. but it's air drying. Another thing, people are incredibly stylish here, but it's not loud stylish, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you gotta have logos all over you, or you in gold, or what. It ain't none of that. I haven't seen any jewelry outside of really nice watches. I've seen several Rolexes and things like that, right? It's just like clean. It's just real clean as far as like the style and everything like that, right? Did a little bit of shopping, went over to the Gucci store, which I'm very reluctant to buy anything because I want to support my own city. And so I usually shop at the Gucci store in downtown Detroit. And so that's where I'm gonna spend the majority of my money, right? But I will say this, everything, contrary to popular belief, is significantly cheaper. Significantly cheaper. Cab rides, based off of what I used to, significantly cheaper. Food, significantly cheaper. Even going into the luxury stores, I could have spent money at the Gucci store. You would have gotten it significant. I mean, I'm talking about $200, $300, $400, $500 cheaper than the Gucci stuff that they sell in the United States. And again, I'm not sure if that's just cultural or what, but it's significantly cheaper. In the last video, I think I broke down the currency exchange. I exchanged $2,100, and that got me, gosh, was it 300,000? 600,000? I think it was 600,000. Or it might have been 293, 296. I don't know. I don't remember. But I know that 300,000 was, I don't know. My daughter is carrying all of the money, so she kind of is in charge of all of that. But it is like, it's just a lot of cultural differences, the cultural norms, what it is that we think is normal. They do have a lot of the normal stuff that we have inside of the United States. They got a McDonald's, but they significantly better. They got a Starbucks, which is right there. 7-Elevens are very prevalent here. It's a big deal. And what am I missing? What is it that I need to communicate with you guys that I have not told you yet? Let me hit on the women one more time. Well, let me hit on a point about the women. Incredibly polite. Young, old. They almost like they dress in uniform, even with, you know what I'm saying, just out and about, just regular. Like, it's like they all dress in uniform. A lot of them is that anime type of look. They rock out with that, so I'm sure my nephews would absolutely lose their minds here. I'm not even sure that they ready for this type of culture. I'm not sure that young people are ready for this type of culture. Actually, I think it might be good for them, because then they'd get a different perspective or a reality check, and maybe they would operate a little bit differently when they got back home. But we so fucked up in the United States at this point that I'm not sure that there is any return or coming back from what it was that we've created from ourselves. But again, none of that American stuff. Nike, not a thing here. They wear New Balance, Asics, and Adidas. New Balance, Asics, and Adidas. That's mainly what I've been seeing that I can notice. I have not seen a lot of Nike at all right? So listen, when you go other places, make sure you take that nonsense with you or leave that junk back at home. It's different here. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.